welcome to my channel. If you are new, hi baby, it's so nice to meet you. I am Fancy. If you are returning, welcome back. Now it is Friday, ladies. I want to go ahead and get this video out for you girls. I want to have this one of our upload days will be Monday on YouTube and Wednesday, or Monday and Friday. So right now I'm feeling the Monday and Wednesday because it correlates well with my Patreon upload days, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So yeah, but anyways, I just wanted to say hi. I wanted to go ahead and get into this video. If you haven't booked coaching, girl, what are you doing? We have women out here securing houses, okay? Secondly, if you have not inquired about our Patreon, baby, you are not taking advantage of the resources that are available. I just posted a very detailed 12-step how to properly vet in the fanciest way possible. So yeah, definitely check that out. Check out our Patreon, the different tier options. Our VIP tier does come with one complimentary coaching call a month, access to our Facebook group, and or if you don't choose the complimentary coaching call for that month, then you can choose to get a profile evaluation. So yeah, let's get into this video. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment down below. You know, a few of you girls, more than a couple, are having the same issue with, then I like to address that. So one of our girls commented stating that she has an issue when it comes to dating men that are attractive. Now I can see having a success getting along with someone that you may not have something in common with, but attraction is honestly a distraction. If you find yourself not being able to talk to men or deal with men that you're not physically attracted to, then I would highly suggest that you do these next steps. The first thing that I recommend is freestyling more. There are some women who are having issues with freestyling. Maybe they're not comfortable going out by themselves. Maybe they just don't know the right places to go. But I would say go to places that are very, very expensive, very, very upscale, and very, very different from you. When you go out to freestyle, you are going to be put in a position where you have to talk to men. You have to talk to women who are a different race than you, a different culture than you, a different age from you, a different background than you, a different dynamic than you. And the more that you put yourself in these situations, it is building up your mouthpiece. Step 2, if you are having issues when it comes to dealing with or engaging or finessing men that you are not attracted to, then I would say only accepting dates from men that you are not attracted to. Now I say that because if you're having a problem when it comes to anything, that is something that you need to expose yourself to. If you see a weakness that you have, you need to work on that weakness. Now up your preferences within your dates, whether it's you only date black men, now only edit the race to only white men or only Asian men or all the other races except for what you were accustomed to. If you are only used to dating men that are your age, alter the preferences and you should be dating upward. When you start to go out with these men, you might feel a bit uncomfortable. You might not really know what to say, but at the end of the day, we're not on the floor to be interviewed. We are doing the interviewing. So it is okay to, kind of be silent and kind of let, him speak. Let him lead the conversation. Let him, impress you. Let him try to prove that he deserves to be in your life. When you are not attracted to a man, all of his flaws are amplified. You get irritated easy. You're not interested and you're not as impressed as you would be to a man that you have that physical chemistry with, mental chemistry with, or just a similar background with. So you are on alert. And when it comes to vetting, and when it comes to seeing the flags, and when it comes to not being blinded by your heart, these things are very, very important because it can expose you to danger and wasting your time. Step number 3, start doing activities that you're not very familiar with. Start golfing. Start going to sport games, whether that's a basketball game, whether it's football, whether it's going to a sports bar. Like me personally, I said this within our Patreon live, I have asthma and I've never smoked hookah, never smoked marijuana, never smoked at all. It's not my thing, honestly. And I purposely go to cigar lounges because I'm able to run into men that I wouldn't necessarily run to on my day-to-day. When you're putting yourself in these unfamiliar positions, you are, learning how to behave in certain situations. You're learning how to behave around certain people. You're learning about things that you wouldn't necessarily, know from your upbringing, from the people that you hang around, from the crowd that you hang around, from the work environment that you work in. Read newspapers. Do these things, and you will notice a difference in the confidence you have when you are holding these conversations. You're going to be more educated in specific scenarios. Now, when you expose yourself to people that you wouldn't necessarily be interested in, and hang around people that you may not choose to hang around on your day-to-day, you're gonna start seeing a different result. Like when you only limit yourself to a specific race, to a specific age, to a specific appearance, then you're never going to see a change in what you can get from them financially. People who are similar will do the same things that you're used to. Open up the door to receive the biggest bag that you've ever received. Open up the avenue, to be exposed to a lifestyle that, the people that you may be attracted to could never provide for you. So don't limit yourself or put yourself at a disadvantage. Next step, kind of incorporate your day-to-day. Incorporate it in a way where you are able to accomplish 2 things in one setting. Say you're a gym rat and you enjoy going to the gym, or say you want to, get on a weight loss journey, or say you want to get on a healthy lifestyle journey and you want to start going to the gym. Instead of going to Planet Fitness, instead of going to LA Fitness, instead of going to 24-hour fitness, instead of going to any of these, basic rinky-dinky gyms, look into, exclusive clubs like Equinox and Lifetime Fitness, and just different gyms. Of course, the memberships will be, it won't be $10, it won't be $20, it won't even be $50. It might be $100, it might even be $200. But at the end of the day, go on a tour, go get a day pass, and kind of see the type of people who work out in this gym, because the goal is going for the elderly. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just saying, when you are totally different than your surrounding, you're gonna stand out. So if everybody within that gym is very snooty and uptight, and it's super, and it's more expensive, so it's ritzy and it's in nice areas, and you're already going to be at the gym and you already want to put in some work, why not be that only, young, beautiful, pretty little thing on the elliptical? The men who are interested in younger women, they're gonna have the confidence to come up to you. Learn how to speak and ask for help. Say, hey sir, do you know how this works? That's gonna make you more approachable, and that's gonna set a vibe where wow, I may have an opportunity as to approach her, and I'm 80 years old. That right there can get your name written in his will. Girl, don't play. When you date men who are very young, when you date men who are attractive, when you date men who have everything going on for them, you know what I mean, and they don't have any challenges such as becoming older, being over the hill, or being unattractive, or any of these self-image issues, best believe they know they're the ish. Best believe that they've been taught by women that they are the prize. Best believe that they're going to cause you a headache. They're going to waste your time, but you're wasting your own time because you're allowing it, and they're going to treat you any type of way. When you are attracted to someone, you are very forgiving, you are very understanding, you are very compassionate. Hence why we get led into dating after lockup. These men don't even have to be free. They don't even have to have their freedom, but the woman could be attracted to them because at this point they know that, hey, at least he's not cheating on me, at least he's giving me attention, at least he's giving me time. You will start to settle. They will talk to you any kind of way, they will treat you any kind of way, and you're gonna be forgiving because of small things that they do for you, whether it's, you know, give you attention sometimes, or be respectful to you sometimes, or accompany you to things that you pay for, or pay every once in a while, or, you know, just talk about the possibility of a future with you, or just any of these, or give you a title. So many women are stuck on being validated by a man giving them a title. Baby girl, what does that title mean? Because he could call you his, what was he watching? The spiritual wife. And at this point, girl, you're accepting all kind of disrespect, all kind of cheating, all kind of, you know, abuse, all kind of, you know, struggle and poverty for this man, you know, but he gave you the title of a spiritual wife. So put yourself in a position where you are on alert. The only time that all your senses will be on alert and you won't be blinded by the flesh, by the physical, by the attraction, by his pretty eyes, by his, you know, swag, by, you know, his clout on social media, by, you know, just all of these things that don't help you, that don't, you know, help you accomplish your goals, that don't reflect into your bank account, that don't pay no bills, that if anything, all of these things honestly attract so many other women who don't have any kind of goals, that don't have any kind of boundaries, that don't have any kind of standards. And now at this point, you know, you're just getting, you know, what you can get at that time, because you're sharing, you know, a bag of nothing. You're sharing a bag of nothing at this point. So definitely think to yourself, if your preference, if your attraction isn't someone who can financially take you to the next level, who's going to respect you, who's going to invest into you, who's going to make a difference, a life-changing difference within your life, then you really need to write down those flaws, because that's what's keeping you in a rut. That's what's preventing you from moving forward. I'm coming across, you know, a group of women within, I don't know if it's because it's summertime, I don't know if they're getting discouraged, I don't know what it is, but I'm coming across a group of women who are saying that they're not seeing results within their situation, and they're not putting an effort. They don't have profiles up, they don't go out to freestyle, they aren't a part of any of these trips, they haven't joined, you know, any of the groups, they haven't done anything but leave comments within, you know, my YouTube comment section saying, well, I'm not getting results, but, you know, I'm really having an issue when it comes to dating overall, and it's just not working for me, and I'm just not comfortable freestyling, I'm not comfortable online, you know, right now I'm currently not on anything, like, fancy, what can I do? You have to force yourself to do something different than what you've been doing. You can't meet someone if you're not online. You can't meet someone if you don't go out. You can't meet someone if you don't accept dates. You cannot meet someone if you don't position yourself to be in places that you would not normally be, because you're going to continue to come around the same people, and the same people obviously aren't spending money, because if they were, you wouldn't be in a position where you're paying your own bills. You wouldn't be in a position where you're having an issue coming across a man. So, you know, do something different to see a different result, you know, get a different bag, and, you know, stop limiting yourself. You know, I have girls that, you know, like I mentioned before, they only date younger guys. Younger guys can only do so much. Younger men should be selfish. If I have a son, and if he's in his 20s and 30s and he has enough money to pay his rent and all his bills and someone else's bills also, then he should definitely be, instead of paying someone else's bills, he should be putting that money into investments, not spending it on a woman, because at that point, that's being financially irresponsible. When you're in your 40s, when you're in your 50s, when you're in your 60s, you should have multiple, you know, investments that's pouring back into you at that point. You should have, one of your investments should be able to pay, you know, a woman's woman's rent, her bills, and, you know, all her beauty necessities. So stop dealing with these younger men. You know what I mean? Deal with men who can actually do something for you. Stop dealing with these, you know, the men that you prefer that's just so sexy, you know, because obviously he knows that he's still the prize at this point. He's still able to entertain dusty women just by his looks, because he's trying to be taken care of also. You know, stop dealing with men who are your height preference, your skin tone, your complexion, your background, your preferred hair color. If you prefer him to have hair, talk to men who are bald. If you prefer him not to have any gray, talk to a man who has gray hair. Do something different. Get accustomed and used to being diverse, being able to pivot in any kind of situation. You will never be able to, you know, finesse and be on the top of your game if you don't do the work, the homework, the studying, to, you know, get there. Being around older women, you know, older women who are familiar with these type of guys. They might have a brother, a cousin, a friend, you know, that they could hook you up with that is extremely wealthy. Stop limiting yourself. You are your biggest challenge. So I hope you girls like this video. I did do the story time on live about how the girl got the 140K cash out on Patreon. It is still up to be played back, so definitely check in on our Patreon and join the Patreon crew. Okay, the pretty, paid, and privileged. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick girl chat, and I hope it helps. Get out there, girl, and do something different. You got this, baby. And if you need some more one-on-one, I am available for coaching, so please email me and we can set something up. All right, have a great weekend. Bye.